An independent journalist opened up a document on his computer and began to compose his next podcast. He decided the theme would be about the Sankabetsu brown bear incident in Japan in 1915. A group of settlers in Hokkaido were attacked by a giant brown bear that was rudely awoken from its hibernation. The journalist decided to side with the bear and began a long diatribe about Marxist economics, environmental conservation, lack of sleep, 24/7 consumer technology, colonization, and the video game Ghosts of Tsushima. He purchased some royalty-free piano music set to a hip-hop beat that he would use in the intro. While getting a cup of coffee in his kitchen before recording, the journalist noticed an old yam on his microwave that was growing large magenta-colored fractal roots. He also saw a cockroach in a glue trap that was still alive. Its little antennas on its head were moving around. It didn't seem scared. It just seemed like it was thinking, "Looks like I'm stuck here and I'm going to die. This glue smells pretty good." The journalist asked the cockroach if it feared death. After a few seconds of thought, the cockroach said that it did not believe in death. Once its body stopped working, its consciousness would reconnect with universal cockroach.
have stolen the Sasquatch sex amulet.
Where am I?
You are in the Fuzz dungeon. How did you get here?
I'm honestly not sure.
How did you get here? We should lock you up for trespassing.
I was at the bottom of a well and flew to the top.
The well back to your work has closed up now. We need the amulet to open it back up.
How will we get it?
You've been in other buildings.
Too many to describe. Can I find the amulet in one of them?
Maybe. I guess if you don't have the amulet, we'll let you go and monitor your movements closely.
Okay. See you.
Welcome to the assembly line. Drop the meat, boys, in the buckets in front and in back. This is your job for 2 minutes. My first job was at Arby's, flipping burgers. I was 15 years old. I walked there and it took around 20 minutes. I always gave myself extra time and would walk very slowly. One day, I remember sitting under some trees in the shade on the way to do a night shift. I was wearing my uniform. I looked up at the sky and thought, this is one small moment among many I will have throughout life and will never remember it. That day at work, the most popular burger flipper came in for a free dinner, and to tell us he had been arrested for having sex in the window of his house. He told the cops, if you don't want to see, don't look. I was making burgers with another guy who said he was a lawyer during the day. As a teenager, this made sense, but now as an adult, I realized he was probably leaving out some details. He really wanted me to work out and play basketball so I could be cool and get a girlfriend. I liked him a lot. I hope he is doing okay. This was 25 years ago. I never ended up being cool.
and inside was a mattress he left. A house at a hotel chain being audited or not coming. What I feel in my can. I need bank have to work and have for my talent.
I escaped a meeting at work and went through a hidden vault, up through a well and into a cave. I blew up the hole I had come from using a pulsing amulet that was powered by all the Sasquatch sects of the world. The amulet disappeared and everyone was mad at me. In my head, I visualize utopias. When I try and pull them out, it's a fuzzy mess. I recently turned 40 and I'm settling down to the fact that I will never start a family of my own. I'm probably going to grow old alone and then die, leaving a stinking rot for someone else to find and to deal with. Hopefully my apartment will be...
My girlfriend went to visit her family in California and I closed all the curtains and stayed home for 2 weeks. It was the longest I'd ever been totally alone. During the day I made a perfectly scaled 3D model of my living room. At night I smoked weed and played Counter-Strike and System Shock and watched old kung fu movies. Most things I like haven't changed much since I was a teenager. I feel most comfortable mentally living in the time period when I came of age. Most of my dreams still happen in the house where I grew up. My psychological growth is stilted, just my gut keeps growing. When I get drinks with friends they tell me I should do therapy. I told my mom I'm a communist and she told me I need to do therapy. The world feels like it's falling apart. It feels like everyone is losing interest.